Hello, everyone. Just waiting a few more minutes here to give more people the chance to join.
Could you guys still hear me like that?
Yep, audio.
I can hear you.
Perfect. Thanks.
Great. So shall we get started then?
Yeah,
Nikolai,
ready.
you ready?
Yeah.
Great.
Of
Awesome.
course.
And thanks so much, and welcome everyone who's joining us here today for the third session of our partner workshop series today. We're very excited to have you all. My name is Phil. I'm one of the account managers for Workspace here in Google, and I'm very excited to introduce you to Nikolai, who is the head of sales UKI of our partner Cloud Office, who's going to do this session today on Gemini for Workspace. So without any further ado, Nikolai, I'll pass it over to you.
Thanks, Phil. Thank you very much for the introduction. First of all, a big thanks for Google to Google for giving us the opportunity of Cloud Office to be part of the series. On our call today, I have prepared interesting topics and demonstrations around Gemini for Google Workspace. I'll start with a quick overview of Cloud Office, why businesses prefer using Google Workspace compared to other similar platforms. Then we'll take a look at the Gemini features and how they're used in different departments, and finish the session with the demonstrations of how I am using it on a daily basis to save me time and stay productive. Last but not least, we'll talk about the differences in the edition, the pricing, what Cloud Office can do for your business in case you're interested in learning more about Gemini and Google Workspace in general. So first of all, we want to start with just a quick summary about ourselves. We got promoted as Partner of the Year for 2024 by Google for our expansion initiatives and our plans to further grow in 2024 in EMEA. We are recognized as a premier partner for both Google Workspace and Google Cloud. Our deep expertise in Google technologies help small and medium-sized businesses get started or achieve significant efficient growth. With a team of over 70 specialists, all of them Google certified in various fields such as Google Workspace support and administration, data engineering, security, networking, DevOps, and more. We're focused in delivering high-quality products and services to our constantly growing client base. Cloud Office is a trusted partner in the Google partner ecosystem, delivering exceptional results in Central and Eastern Europe, and now replicating that success in the UK and Ireland. Why businesses prefer to work with Google partners, and what does Cloud Office offers as a premier partner? I'll focus on the Google Workspace side of things. We provide the same price as Google Workspace customers get directly from Google. However, we are able to create custom commercial offers through non-publicly available deals, possibilities for multiple editions in the same account, extended trial periods, or for subscriptions that are just completely new for you, or just trialing it for a specific time and mapping that to what's going to be the best fit for you. Professional services and add-ons, some of them that we've built ourselves. And in general, we aim to bring added value to our customers with the services we're providing. Here are some of the logos, part of our 700 plus client portfolio, trusting us with their Google Workspace and cloud infrastructure. We cover different industries such as financial services, e-commerce, media, technology companies, and many more. But let's now go through the reasons why we have all gathered today, and that's Gemini and Google Workspace. So first of all, why do businesses prefer Google Workspace? Google's unique approach to address customer pain points. 16 years ago, when Google launched Google Docs and Sheets, they introduced the world to a new way of working. For many people, it was the first time they worked in a digital space together in real time without the burden or risk of sending documents back and forth. Today, Google Workspace is the most popular productivity tool with over 3 billion users around the world using it every day. The newest generation of workers are either entering the workforce now in large numbers or growing into decision-making positions. These generations grew up using Google Workspace in their schools and daily lives, and expect and strongly prefer Google Workspace as the way to get work done. A study on the emerging workforce found that 86% of recent college graduates prefer working in Google Docs, and 75% prefer slides because they deliver a more seamless and modern collaboration experience. So Google Workspace is architected differently, and that matters. First, it's cloud native, zero trust architecture with Google Workspace. Your data is stored in the cloud, which means that there is no persistent local data on end users' devices. Just think about a situation when those devices are lost, stolen, or taken to another country. Access to that data is verified with every request and can be immediately revoked with built-in zero trust controls without having to rely on special agents on devices. It might sound simple, but in fact, that the data is on the cloud makes it much more easier for security teams to control access to it. The job is more complex when confidential files are distributed to thousands of end-user devices with legacy solution. Second, Google Workspace apps runs on any browser or mobile applications. Unlike traditional productivity solutions, this means that the users don't need to use thick client apps that need to be constantly patched and protected from vulnerabilities and malware. All Google Workspace apps can be accessed from any browser, including Chrome, and their native apps on Android and iOS devices. This is a large attack surface that your IT and security teams don't need to worry about. Third, with Google Workspace, you have technical controls to help prevent third-party access to your data. Client-side encryption specifically allows you to store encryption keys outside of Google Workspace in the country of your choice, ensuring that external entities such as Google and foreign governments cannot access your data. Lastly, Google Workspace runs on Google's global infrastructure. Your team is immediately getting the benefit of reliable defense in-depth infrastructure that they've built, improved, and secured for decades for billions of users. This also means that there is no on-premise infrastructure that needs to be managed, updated, and secured by your IT and security teams. But with security and confidentiality, the job is never done, which is why they're adding additional controls for their customers to help keep their data safe. Now, let's review in this timeline slide where you can see how Google and AI have been constantly going hand in hand. Generative AI is top of mind for Google, for all their customers, and for their competitors at the moment. Everyone is talking about it. Google, however, is the pioneer in AI. Core work that underpins this technology comes from Google when they introduced the Transformer in 2017. They have open sourced AI more than any other company in the world, and they have 3,000 researchers, 7,000 publications all over the world. We can safely say that Gen AI is part of Google's DNA, and it has always been a focus building responsible AI. Customers want to hear about innovation, but also about how Google is being responsible with those innovations. Let's now go through the Gemini features in Google Workspace. First, let's start with how does Gemini actually add value to organizations. Gemini makes a huge difference in the work. Companies and leadership who will consider the generative AI sooner will not struggle later, and they will be more efficient. There are tons of ways Gemini can be used across the company, as you can see in the slide, and it can help sales or hiring managers, marketing departments in different tasks. For example, instead of spending a lot of time creating specialized marketing campaigns, you can use Gemini to help you customize the campaign with just a few sentences and keep the rest on the tool. It can create articles with customized images as well. Also, Gemini can help CTOs and leadership pros for strategic decision making by summarizing complex reports, and do competitive analysis by gathering and analyzing market trends, and do risk assessment. So imagine the amount of time saved. Instead of reading a lot of documents and reports to make a decision, you can summarize it by one click and take a decision easier. There are going to be a ton of horizontal use cases for departments that exist for all industries. For example, sales, marketing, customer service, etc. For example, the Help Me Write capabilities have cut weeks of researching, preparing content for customer presentation, helped up-level email communication, turn users into concise writers, etc. This technology saves time, helps teams be more active in their collaboration, and ultimately turns every user into a power user, everyone into a power user. Here's an overview of the power of Gemini in Google Workspace and summarizing all the features that are currently available in different products. For example, you can use Help Me Write in Gmail to compose email for you. Whether you would like to send a professional email, you want to make sure that there are no grammar mistakes, or a difference in the sentence structure, that's something that you can do. I'm going to talk more about the other Gemini features in just a bit. I want to review first some use cases that Google and ourselves have identified as the biggest impactors when using Google Workspace, Gemini in Google Workspace. So for example, one of them is for sales teams. Gemini can help you create high quality sales materials and providing strategic support, ultimately boosting opportunities, pipeline, and revenue. Gemini assists with tracking contracts, deal progress, and targets, giving representatives better oversight, create customized RFP responses, helping you win more business. Gemini serves as a research assistant and sales coach, understanding customer needs and helping refine pitches. As a salesperson myself, I see instant value in utilizing Gemini on a daily basis. So here are some use cases. So imagine a sales leader learned that the potential customer is looking to change providers and has to gather the team to get a proposal created the same day. With Gemini, the team define roles and responsibilities in a meet call. Then they all get a transcript of the meeting. Then use Gemini in Docs to organize the transcript per action, item owners, who then use Gemini to create a project tracker on Sheets. Write a sales proposal in Docs, build a slide deck, and draft the email to initiate the engagement with the customer on Gmail. With Gemini, the team can go from internal chat to an outreach in few hours instead of days. With simple prompts, Gemini helps sellers to create sales scripts, customer pitches, and discussion guides in Google Docs, customer trackers in Sheets, and much more. This allows sellers to relocate precious time to focus on sourcing and closing deals. Now let's take a look at some of the marketing use cases. For example, Gemini assists in crafting high-performing marketing copy and optimize content creation costs, maximizing your return of investment. Gemini integrated with Google Workspace to power tailored large-scale campaigns for enhanced customer experience, and it acts as a comprehensive research tool, uncovering detailed audience insights, demographic pain points, etc., to guide your product and service development. Here is some examples with a practical case. Imagine a social media team with a short window to jump on the latest social trends with Gemini. Copywriters, designers, and channel owners can use a Google Meet to brainstorm and make a decision. Then they all get as a transcript of the meeting again. The team can use Gemini and Docs to organize the transcript for action again, and just use the other tools available right away to quickly go through making decisions and effective marketing, ad campaigns, etc. With Help Me Write prompts in Docs, you can generate large volume of high quality copy for digital ads, meta content for SEO, social posts, captions, email campaigns. Simply tell Gemini what you're looking for and to let it start writing for you. Marketers can now spend more time on high impact work, such as deploying tests and experiments and measuring results to find the highest performing content mix faster and yield better performance across the channels. With Help Me Visualize, Gemini can generate visual concepts in instant and based in simple language, helping creative teams move faster and at lower cost. Team can generate visual concepts for mood boards, digital ads, print ads, out-of-home billboards, and many other formats by prompting Gemini in slides, reducing reliance on external agencies and creative development costs while speeding up campaign timeline. With Help Me Write, Gemini empowers marketing team to effortlessly generate a wide range of text-based creative assets. There is a third department that we think Gemini is really shining, and that's the customer service department, where you can maintain a consistent tone of voice across all customer interactions, ensuring professionalism and clarity. Gemini assists with grammar, ensuring your responses are error-free and convey the right level of formality. It helps also with quicker response time. The tool enables the team to efficiently manage high volume of customer inquiries, reducing wait time and improving the satisfaction. Efficient troubleshooting. You can use Gemini to structure customer feedback and data easily, which could lead to better customer insights. And for example, customer support reps can use Gemini to organize and summarize inquiries with Help Me Write in Docs and get to the core of the customer's request, and then use Help Me Write again to generate answers that can be refined as needed. The customer support reps can use Smart Fill and auto classification in Google Sheets to structure and organize customer questions and support case by topic, use insights to preemptively write solutions for future similar cases, share knowledge base with other customer service reps, update FAQs, and provide feedback to product teams so they can improve the organization's product and services. Those features go beyond simply providing good customer support. They create a positive feedback loop that improves the entire business. Happy customers, efficient teams, and constantly improving product line are all results of this type of streamlined and insightful customer support system. Resolving complex customer issues requires knowledge of company policies, product details, and troubleshooting steps, often spread across multiple systems. How Gemini can help you with that is you can work with Gemini to gather updated information about what customers say about your product across multiple sources, as Gemini can access also the internet, not only your data inside the account. You can also ask Gemini to help you assess overall sentiment towards your company product or service. You can ask it to troubleshoot suggestions in real time during customer interactions, validate suggestions with the Google search button. And the customer support agents can stay ahead of the curve, aware of average customer sentiment, and get the high quality resolution while spending less energy on troubleshooting and more on building rapport with customers. handling escalations that require nuances about more difficult cases, for example, and proactively identifying large service improvement opportunities. You can also use the standalone app at gemini.google.com. Google just enabled the extension feature. Actually, for myself specifically, was enabled this Monday to my Google Workspace account, which extended the available options similar to how Gemini works with consumer accounts when using the @ sign and refer to specific applications. The current ones available are at Gmail, at Google Docs, and at Google Drive, where you can refer to specific files, get information from there, and use it to get your output and generate some text, or reply to an email, or just compare some files together. One important thing that I want to note here is that Google will not train the Gemini models using your corporate data and prompts. You can see that clearly from the screenshot that I've made at the very bottom. It says your cloud office chats are used to train our models. That's specifically for Google Workspace account, because those are business platforms and a lot of information is private. But now on the next slides, I'll actually show you how Google secures your data whenever you're using the tools. Here's the architecture behind Gemini for Google Workspace, data privacy and governance. Whether you ask Gemini to summarize, let's say, the Q3 financial results, take notes in a meeting, write a blog post, or add a unique image to your slide, your data is yours and under your control. In simple terms, this means that Gemini only uses your content to provide more useful responses to your prompts and does not use your content to train or improve Gemini or any other generative AI models. That's clearly seen here from the presentation at the very bottom. You can see that Gemini does not share your prompts. Also, that it's not using the data to be training further the models that Google is using. So everything is staying within the account and actually within the user itself. As it only works for the user, what it does is only works if you have the necessary data access to specific files when summarizing information or generating new content. The data used for a prompt will only be used for the particular task without sending information back to Google to retrain the generative AI model. Data is stored only if you save the generated output. Data is protected, so if there are any DOP rules or other data protection control options, they will automatically apply. Basically, it's only going to look for the data that you have in your files that you have access to. But if you don't have access to some company-owned data, it's not going to show you a result based on that. Okay, so I've now prepared like a practical demo how I use it myself on a daily basis with my Google Workspace account. Before I start, I want to have to give you like an overview of the video. First of all, it's created with Google Vids, which is a new feature that was recently released as well. And it's a online video editing product that I find it very useful, and I'm still learning how to use it efficiently. The demo represents a conversation with a company called Pigeon Picnic, who are organizing luxury outdoor events. Many of the tasks will be done through the Gemini side panel, as I find it very useful with its enhanced options. Note that the side panel is in alpha feature, so you should always double check your content, as there might be some inaccuracies. The purpose of the demonstration is to show how Gemini helps me save a lot of time. And let me just share quickly the video here. Okay, should be good. So I'll be doing that in different segments. Each one of them will be focusing on a specific feature, but the overall idea is to show you like a complete workflow of how I can use Gemini to really, from several emails or a video conversation, where I'm preparing a bunch of documents quickly, efficiently and accurately based on the information that we have inside our Google Workspace account. First, I'll start with the email summary from a blank Gmail side panel. So basically, I haven't opened any email, and I'm starting to ask the side panel to write me a detailed summary email about Pigeon Picnic, suggest next steps and what the action items are from that conversation. And again, this is my actual Google Workspace account. It's not even a demo account that is created. So we're now going to give it a bit of time to find the information. Okay, so it already gave us an email summary, what the company is about, what are the next steps, what are the action items that I need to do. And it's also showing you the source where you got that information, which is the email thread. So now we're going to see how the side panel is summarizing the information from a thread whenever you open it. So you open the thread, you can either click the summarize email button that was visible on the top, or the side panel, which automatically summarizes the conversation. And you can see that they're interested in learning more about Google Workspace and what the migration would look like. There's several suggestions. I'm using the what are the action items, so I know what I need to do to progress further with that conversation. Seems like we have a meeting for Thursday, 10 a.m. And Laura is asking me for some additional information around the migration process, as well as some success stories, so she can be completely sure that Cloud Office is capable of delivering what she needs. So now I'm asking Gemini to generate a reply that will give suggestions that I can use, and also I'll later create like the migration plan so she can review it and share it with her through Google Sheets. I'm taking a look at the text. I'm seeing if there's some things that I need to add, remove, edit, and so on. Always review everything before you send it. So the next step is to actually create a project planner table. So she was asking about the migration plan and how the whole implementation, how it's going to look like, what our tasks will be. And Gemini is giving you some suggestions like a project task, content tracker, product prioritization, and many more. Okay, those are good suggestions. However, I've decided that I'll just use a custom prompt that is about a specific problem that I'm trying to cover. And here I'm asking it to create an in-depth migration plan table for a Google Workspace account, including security setting implementation, email migration, and user deployment. I wanted to be very specific with something not very generic, but more something that's going to be more tailored to what I'm doing on a daily basis. And this table is a good example. Probably I'll make some changes, but it's a great place where I can start. And I have some drop-down menus for the status. It gives me an option to convert the drop-down chips to for the people that will be responsible for the files, for the tasks. Here is the project proposal plan. So not only I'll share the Google Sheet, but now I'm going to create a proposal. And here you can see I'm referencing the deployment plan as well as a About Us presentation from our own Google Drive, so I can get 2 success stories out of it. So it's referencing the Google slide for information about Cloud Office, and it's going to give me that project plan, taking the information from those 2 files and within that proposal. Let's give it a bit of time to get the result. So I'm at glance just reviewing everything, putting it on a preview just to see how it looks like, whether it has everything that I needed. Okay, it has the success stories, Payhawk, Dronamics. I have a timeline, conclusion. Looks good to me. I'll insert it. However, I'll just try to do another generative response just to see if it's going to give me anything different, anything else. In the meantime, I'll be just editing the existing text, seeing if there is some inaccuracies that I have to remove. For example, data loss prevention, that's available in the Enterprise Edition, and it's irrelevant in that scenario. But the focus here was primarily on shared drive. Okay, the new prompt is ready. Just doing a quick overview. Seems to be very similar to the first one, so no need to insert that one. And I'll just go with the original one that was inserted already. So that's a good place to start. Probably I'll do more settings, more changes later. But overall, it's pretty good and gives me like 80-90% of what I needed. Here is actually how you can use Gemini with Google Meet to start a meeting transcription. It's very easy. Just on the bottom right, click on Activities, Transcripts, Start Transcription, and the rest is going to be done automatically. After that, you will receive an automatic email within your Gmail with the transcript as a Google Drive file. And this is a conversation that I've redacted to look like it's being between Pigeon Picnic and myself. And I used a custom prompt to generate what I needed, which in that case was a summary of the conversation as well as an email draft. So I can, from here, get all the information that I need and have an email ready where I can just insert it in Gmail and send it over back to Laura right away. As you can see, it's really proficient. It gives me, saves me a lot of time and a lot of options how to utilize it. Now let's take a look at the user's perspective. Basically, in that case, let's imagine Laura is getting started with Google Workspace and she wants to create a very simple slide. And I'm using Gemini to first create like an example logo for the business. And I'm just giving some context that the company is named Pigeon Picnic. Let's see what images are going to be created. Okay. Initially 3. One of them I like very much, so I'll just use it and just start typing what I needed. This slide is going to be for, let's say, general information about the company, as well as like an example menu that can be used. I'm playing around with the colors to see if I'll like the design. And here I'm going to use a custom prompt to create a pitch slide for the company, organizing luxurious events, baby showers, outdoor gatherings for couples, etc. So this is what it gave me. The slide is completely done with the picture and the text. And now I want to create a slide with the menu for the afternoon tea picnic. With the menu example, I'm just playing around with the pictures to see if I find something else that I like more. And just doing some final edits to make it look more appealing. So as you can see, Gemini, this demo was like almost 10 minutes. You can see how quickly, first of all, I got an overview about my conversation, created replies, a deployment plan, how to move forward with that customer, what's important for them to make sure that I've covered all their needs, created a project proposal, and also from the end user's perspective, how they can use Gemini in slides to create a slide that will be helpful to make some promotions or some other materials to present to their customers. This is how I use it on a daily basis, and I tried it to be very creative in the way that you could also use it on in your account. Okay. So first of all, one of the most important things about whenever you are asking Gemini to do anything or any actually AI tool, it's really important to have your prompt very specific and to be giving a lot of context to the tool. And Google has created a specific guide that's for Gemini in order to give you the highest results with good accuracy and so on. So I urge you to scan this QR code and download it. It's completely free. It's made by Google, and this QR code will redirect you to the page. It's a 45-page document with a lot of useful information that I find it invaluable. This would guarantee that your results will be more accurate and the quality significantly increased. I will leave it on the screen for a bit before proceeding. Okay. So let's now review the Gemini editions and the list prices. So there are two editions, the Gemini Business and Gemini Enterprise. They vary in terms of functionality as well as pricing. So for example, to give you like a quick idea, the Gemini Business has the availability for the apps in Gmail, Docs, Slides, Sheets, and Google Meet. They're all protected with enterprise-grade data protection. You have access to gemini.google.com that I showed. And the Gemini Business meets the needs of typical business users with a monthly usage limit. However, on the enterprise, you have everything within Gemini Business, as well as some additional things like advanced meetings with translation captions in different languages. You also have the option to use AI to automatically classify and label data to preserve confidentiality in Google Drive, as well as full access to generative AI capabilities without any limits on a monthly basis. Keep in mind that those prices, they're in euros and pounds. They are for 1 year commitment. However, depending on volume and edition, it is possible to get an additional discount, which if any of you is interested, we can discuss further. You can contact us back. If you want to go with, let's say, a non-commitment plan, like a flexible plan month to month, just bear in mind that the prices are more than what you see on the screen with approximately 17%. So for this session, I wanted to suggest some things that we could do, Cloud Office can do and offer for free whenever you're working with us, in specifically about Gemini and Google Workspace. So we can have a comprehensive account analysis with for your account with our experts to dive deeper into how you currently use the Google Workspace services, so we can identify key areas where Gemini can optimize your workflow and have the highest impact on your team, depending on department or individuals. We can have a tailored Gemini workshop based on the analysis. We'll design a hands-on workshop exclusive for your organization. We showcase Gemini's features and capabilities within your familiar Google Workspace environment. Your team will learn how to leverage the features effectively, and you'll be equipped with the knowledge and tools to transform your Google Workspace experience. Don't hesitate to contact me. Those are some contact information, our general email address. You can find me on LinkedIn or visit our website and find the contacts form from there. Okay. Now it's time for the Q&A. Keep in mind that if there are any questions that we couldn't cover through the session, we'll prepare an email and send it over to you. So we'll ensure that everything is covered. Let's have a look. Rahil, I see you raised the hand. Brian, can you help me with the questions very quickly?
Sure. Let me see if I can allow Raheel to come off mute and open his mic. If not, Raheel, if you could quickly type your question into the link I just posted in the chat within this link.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Perfect.
Hi, Rahil.
Yeah, awesome. Nikolai, thank you for this. Just a quick one on the extension, which I've been obviously itching for ages. At the moment, it only does Gmail, Docs, and Drive. Is there going to be more Workspace like compatibility further along?
Yeah, it was just recently added. As I mentioned, I got it on Monday, this Monday. I shared it with you as well.
Yeah.
So for now, those are the extensions. I'm pretty sure that that's going to be extended to more. However, I don't have personal information around a roadmap of other features. Is there a particular one that you're interested in?
No, I think like, it's still new for us as well. We've been playing with it since yesterday only. But I was just, I think, more curious than anything. We're having enough fun with those three at the moment as it is. There's loads. I think that was a big thing for us, waiting for those extensions. Just, it's almost like it's all just in one place now instead of going to each of the apps specifically to use Gemini in them.
I
So
agree.
it kind of just makes life a bit easier already.
Yes. I'm expecting this to be expanded to other features and other products as well. We just have to wait. But yeah, I hope that it does, because I'm still playing around with it myself, because I didn't have time to really cater something very specific for the demo, because it was available like 2 days ago for me. But yeah, if there are any updates, keep yourself updated through the blog post for Google Workspace. That's what I would suggest. And subscribe to get all the updates for the product, regardless if it's Google Workspace or Gemini specifically.
Excellent, thank you.
So, Brian, we don't have any questions that were submitted?
Nope, none just yet. Unless anyone else wants to ask one, guys, please feel free.
Yeah, raise your hand.
It looks like we're all good.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Well, in that case, we could just wrap up. And thank you very much for your time and attention for the webinar session. And I hope it was informative and you've learned something new. Don't hesitate to contact us and see if you have any questions so we can address them. Thank you very much for your time, and wish you a great day.
Thank you, everyone, and thanks, Nikolai. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.